Hi, my name's Riaz and welcome to Cut Academy. In today's video I'm going to be talking about why we actually edit videos and what editing actually even means. Quite simply, editing means taking raw footage and assembling a sequence from it. This is the process that comes after you've actually shot your footage, which is part of the production process. Editing, in fact, is part of a process called post-production, which includes other things such as color grading, sound design. These are all the kind of things that happen after the film's been made, and they're often done on a computer. Today we're basically talking about the first part of the post-production process, which is editing. Back when film was shot only on film, such as 35mm film or 16mm film stock, editors would have had to take actual pieces of film, such as this, and cut them into strips like so, and stick them together in order to create sequences for the film. Say like you watch a film from the 90s or the 80s or the 70s, even earlier than that. What you're watching is something that's been put together by people taking a piece of film, cutting it, and either gluing or taping it together to play back a sequence. Now, these systems were called linear editing systems. Today it's very rare to edit film by cutting actual film strip. What most people do today is edit on a computer using software designed specifically for editing. Now, this way of editing is referred to as non-linear editing systems because you have the freedom to move clips around as you please, and it's not limited in the fact of having one strip of film that's connected together. Software such as Premiere Pro, Final Cut, Avid, iMovie, these are all non-linear editing systems which people will use to edit videos and films in today's industry. Now, when it comes to the actual methodology of editing, there is no right or wrong way to edit. Everybody edits differently and different people have different styles of editing. If you go on YouTube and type in Walter Murch, he's a well-known film editor and he often talks about theories behind editing. There's a load of other people that also cover editing, especially in the film theorist world. So you can learn what people kind of refer to as good editing or conventional editing. You will be forming your own way of editing as we go through this process, and it's only through actually editing different types of content that you'll get an idea of what edit might be needed for which project. You can also watch films. Watch the films you like and think about how they're edited. Notice where they're cut, notice the pacing, notice the atmosphere. All of these things are related to the edit, and you can learn a lot from watching other films that you like the editing style of. The main different things we have to keep in mind as editors are the length of the cut. This is basically how long you see a shot for before we change to another shot. So if a shot holds for 10 seconds, the length of the cut is 10 seconds. People like Stanley Kubrick and Christopher Nolan often utilize longer cuts to give a feeling of realism and spaciousness in their films. Now, what you'll notice is certain films will have really fast cuts, like it will change from shot to shot to shot. So if you look at a Michael Bay film, it's changing all the time. So someone like Michael Bay's films, they have fast cuts because the amount of time you see each shot for is very small before it changes to the next one. Someone like Stanley Kubrick, on the other hand, holds on the same shot for a long amount of time before you see the next shot. So you could refer to Stanley Kubrick's takes as long takes because they hold for a long period of time before they change to the next shot. So the next aspect of editing is the type of cut. Now, I'm not going to get into details here because I'm going to be making another video on it in the future. But basically, there's different ways to refer to the different types of cuts, and there's different defining characteristics of each different type of cut. Another thing we need to be aware of as editors is transitions. Transitions are how we actually change from shot to shot. These are different to cuts because cuts tend to be an actual direct cut into another shot, whereas a transition actually is almost a merging of two shots. So an editor will have a large amount of influence in the pacing, atmosphere, and the overall style of the film. And I heard this really great quote about what it is that editors do, and it's taking what you have and making it what it should be. And that really is what an editor's role is when it comes to video. It's important to note that editing does not just refer to films or feature-length films, short films. It also refers to any video you watch on YouTube, Vimeo, any online streaming service. These videos have all been edited. Music videos, this is all part of editing. It's important to note that this is a skill that everyone needs to know, not just filmmakers, not just videographers. Anyone who needs to put together online content or any form of video content needs to know a basic understanding of editing. Okay, thanks so much for watching this video, guys. This has been a really basic introduction into what actually editing is. And it's really here just to help demystify the process for all of you guys that want to learn more about video but haven't really got an understanding of these things. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you've got a better understanding of what it is that editing is. Later on in this series, as I said, I'll be covering cuts, transitions, and how you can actually put your own edit together. So stay tuned for that. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Take care. This is Rios for Cut Academy, signing out.